Good morning. This is Elizabeth Cully with elizabethcully.com, and it's July 3rd, and I'm answering the vlog prompt from Constance Smith at Cosmopolitan Cornbread with the question is, what did you do? How did you celebrate Independence Day as a family when you were a kid? We didn't really celebrate. We didn't have any traditions. We celebrated with fireworks. I went to the fireworks stand, got my fireworks that weren't too noisy and not too fiery, and I had an issue with holding sparklers, and so I didn't get a lot of fireworks. That was okay, but we'd get our little fireworks and we'd set them off in the driveway. When it was just my mom and I. When my dad was living with us, he would help set off some on our front porch. But we didn't really do much. One time my mom and I went to the local university stadium, football stadium, where they set off the big fireworks show, and we left during halftime because I had my ears hurt. So once I got married, my husband and I decided to have more traditional things for our own family. So we go to a parade in a nearby small town where basically if you have a tractor, if you have a lawnmower, an old car, if you can put crepe paper and any kind of decoration on it and throw out a lot of candy, you qualify for being in a parade. And then in the evening, well, we come home and have our lunch, and I usually make things like hamburgers, hot dogs, the vegetarian kind, because my husband and my son don't eat meat, and until last year neither did my daughter, so we were pretty much vegetarian all the way. So anyway, veggie burgers, baked beans, potato salad, cherry pie. My daughter made an Oreo pie, French fries, just the good old-fashioned American food. And then in the evening, we'd go back to that same small town for their fireworks show along the river. And one of our traditions is we bring a pizza with us. Because when my husband and I were first married, we went to the fireworks show here in our town at the university football stadium. And we ordered a pizza from where we were sitting in a field. And so, and they delivered to us right there in the middle of the field. And unfortunately, some of the other onlookers thought that this local pizza business was delivering free pizza, and they were really disappointed when they found out it was for us and we weren't sharing. So that's a tradition of bringing the pizza to the riverfront to watch the show. We don't generally set off our own fireworks on that night because we just have a lot going on and we're in the other town. We usually set off our fireworks either the day before or the day after. And then usually we've done that. We can't really hear because we have way too much foliage along our driveway and we don't want to set off a fire. In the past, 2 houses ago, we had a neighbor who would set off illegal fireworks every year, and we would come home from being in the small town and we'd find debris in our yard the next day from his fireworks show. And one year he actually set my flower bed on fire. So we started leaving the hose on for him before we leave to go to our own fireworks show. So this year, once again, we're not doing our own fireworks. We're planning to leave early and set up our spot along the parade route. And I'm trying to keep my cat's tail out of my coffee. And then we'll come home, and since my daughter is eating meat now I have a partner in crime, so to speak, a fellow carnivore. So I'm actually going to make hamburgers for my daughter and I this year. And I haven't made a hamburger in years, so this should be interesting. And my husband's probably going to leave the house because he can't stand the smell of cooking flesh. So, and my son will probably want to open all the windows, turn on all the fans, keep the smoke alarms from going off, and that's just him. And so that is probably how our day will go. We usually also, every year, we watch Independence Day because our first 4th of July together as a married couple, or actually it was our second one because I was pregnant I was pregnant after our first anniversary, so we watched Independence Day when it came out in the movie theater, and so we make it's a tradition to watch that every year in the afternoon if my husband's not napping, because he's going to be up late, so he tends to nap too. So anyway, that was my lack of tradition growing up and our current traditions now. So I will try and take some footage of the parade. And I guess I will be back on Monday for more vlog prompts. So this is Elizabeth Cully at elizabethcully.com. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully things will get a little bit more exciting in my vlogs as I take some time to figure out how to do this besides just iPhone. I'd like to try. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, and happy 4th. Bye-bye.